Hi, welcome to Gemini Star Spiritual Wellness. Thank you for joining me today. I'm excited that you're here with me for this video. So, in today's video, we're going to do the 2026 collective general reading for next year, kind of an energy check in to see what's going on for the collective for the whole year of 2026. So, this reading covers the whole year. So we're going to look at what's going on. And at the end, I'm going to do some Archangel Michael cards, Oracle cards that kind of give us a little more guidance. And I'll be adding that to the element readings as well. So let's see what's going on for 2026 for the whole collective. I'm quite anxious to see what the energy is going to be. And as always, take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't, because there's going to be a lot of people watching this with different different situations. So it might resonate with you, it might not. It's a general reading. So just take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. And the element readings for 2026 will be coming out next week. I wanted to spread it out a little bit. So they'll be coming out. And also another thing I'm going to be doing in 2026, and I already started in the fall, but I've been feeling very guided to do kind of every season, every time there's a season, doing kind of an energy read for the whole season. So I'll be doing one for winter around the time of the winter solstice, like right before it. And then I'll be doing, spring, summer, fall. All right, so let's see what's going on. And please hit that like button so that other people will see this video because it helps get the video out to more people. And please hit the subscribe button if you hadn't so that you'll get other videos that I put out. Let's see what's going on. And I do want to thank all my subscribers for supporting me in the channel. I very much appreciate it and all your support. So what is going on for the collective for 2026? I keep feeling like it's going to be a big year. What is going on? Energy check-in. What is the energy for the collective for 2026? All right, let's see what's going on. Okay. So we've got the Two of Wands. We've got the Five of Swords. Ooh, okay. We got the Devil. We've got the Ten of Wands. Let me fix the cards here. Page of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, and the Knight of Wands. All right, so looking at, something we've been dealing with in the past is this as a collective, and this is definitely the case. We've been dealing with a lot of low vibrational, not good energy. And that's something we've been dealing in the past with for probably, decades, centuries, but especially during the course of the last couple years. So definitely we have been dealing with this type of energy as a collective for a long, long time. And that's in the past. This is past energy. But I do feel like looking at the rest of the cards, it looks like we're going to be coming out of that. We've been dealing with it for a long time, but it's coming. We're going to come out of it. And what I'm feeling is there's going to be coming, what I'm hearing in 2026 coming up, I'm hearing coming up, there's going to be information coming out about the dark side and about how negative the dark side really was. Like, and what I mean by that is things going on behind the scenes that the general collective has not known about, but has been going on for like centuries. We're talking, decades, centuries of time. And that information is going to start to come out. And we're going to start to learn about more and more about the dark side and their influence over humanity, their influence over our systems, how they've influenced our life here on Earth. Like that's all going to really start to come out. And I feel like it already is. Like I said, this is past position. So this is something we've already been learning about and dealing with as humanity, but I feel like it's going to be even more, like going into 2026, like that information is going to be even more. But being that it's in the past position, the other thing I'm hearing is the worst is over. So it's like, yes, we have been dealing with this energy for a long, long, long time as a human collective, but those days are behind us. It's like there's been a shift and they're no longer have the influence over us and over everything like they used to. So it's kind of like it's like it shifted and now things are like on the upswing, if that makes sense. Like the light has come in and it's taken things over. So it's like their influence is waning and is disappearing, is what I'm hearing. And I'm seeing like waning, disappearing, and what I'm seeing is like a bright white light, and over here it's dark, and it's like waning and disappearing, like as it's leaving my field of vision. So it's kind of like it's going away. So that is in the past position, and that's good news. I mean, that's really good news, for the collective. But yes, I definitely can see that that has been a past issue for humanity. But currently, like during the course of the year, the humanity, we're going to be looking at our options, because as that information comes out, okay, we're going to be like, okay, how do we rebuild? How do we bring in the earth that we want? Rebuild our systems the way we want. How do we change things the way we want them to be? So we're kind of like looking at our options and looking at what we want to do. During the year, there's going to definitely be some contention and some chaos, and I'm hearing chaos, contention, and arguing with each other, not seeing eye to eye on things. There's definitely going to be some of that energy, like kind of a hostile type energy, contention. But I'm hearing like, okay, I'm seeing pockets of people. So it's not like I don't see it all over the whole planet being like that. I think it's going to be more like pockets here and there of you'll see some contention here and there. But that's going to go away as that contention in those pockets are going to dissipate as people's vibration and consciousness shifts. Because it's like there's going to be a big shift in consciousness next year. And so and it's already happening, but it's going to continue to happen with the increase in vibration and consciousness. And I feel like these pockets of contention, hostility, I'm hearing misunderstanding, miscommunication, like that's all going to kind of fade away, because as more people spiritually awaken, that will take care of that issue. But I don't see that being like I don't see this happening like as a worldwide thing. It's like I see it more pockets and groups. Um, Definitely the atmosphere is humanity's just exhausted and we're overwhelmed and we're tired. You can see he's pushing against these wands and he's putting all his power into it. You see he's got his foot back there, he's pushing energy into it, and it's not really moving. And he's just exhausted, he's tired. But we're coming to an end of a cycle. We're coming to the end of this cycle of dealing with this lower vibrational energies and entities. We're coming to the end of that cycle. And that's why we're trying to figure out where we want to go next. But it's like as we come to the end of the cycle, we still have to handle these pockets. There's still going to be pockets that we need to deal with of contention, misunderstanding, miscommunication. There's still going to be some of that going around that we need to take care of next year. But I definitely feel like humanity's done. I mean, it's been like struggling and like being overwhelmed, being exhausted, struggling just to survive and all that. That's over. That cycle's coming to an end. So the atmosphere for humanity is going to change because that cycle's coming to an end. So in the near future, as that cycle ends, and I feel like next year a lot of it's going to end. We might not completely be done with the cycle by the end of December 2026, but I feel like throughout the course of the year, we're going to see this cycle end more and more. It's like it's going to shift, but I don't see it being like it's going to happen in one day. It's not going to be like that. It's going to be like it's going to take a little bit of time. It's like a process. I'm hearing it's a process. for us to, make that shift. Because, this, it's a big shift. I mean, we're going against things that have been around for thousands of years, and that's not going to really, be good. I guess is the way to put, like, it's not be good, but I mean, it's not going to happen overnight, because it's going to take a while, because it's been going on for so long. It's going to take a while. But I feel like as that shift ends, then we've got some new beginnings coming in, and it's going to be like really exciting new beginnings, like and it's like the first step of it. So it's kind of like, as this ends, as these things fall away and this cycle ends, then things are going to come in for abundance for humanity. So the struggling, the, fighting for scraps mentality, not having enough, the not having the abundance that we really want, like, all that's going to change. That's all going to change. And it's going to be like, this is the very beginning. So, like, as the things fade away, the old things, it's going to be replaced by new opportunities, new offers coming in that are going to be tangible. And it's going to grow from here. Like, you see, this is a page. So it's the very beginning, and you can see he has a pentacle, but it's pretty small, little pentacle there. But it's going to grow. It's going to, like, be more and more. But it's like, in the near future, maybe going into 2027, it's going to be like, it's going to be kind of small, like offers, small changes, and it's going to kind of morph and grow into large. So we've got the let's see. All right, so the advice cards, which is interesting, are two wands. We've got the Page of Wands and the Knight of Wands as advice. So it's like we're looking at, going forward with a passionate new beginning for humanity, taking that first step. So I feel like over the course of the year, it's going to start out really small, like first step small, very beginning. But by the end of the year, we're going to be more in that Knight of Wands energy. And it's like things are going to speed up. Like, beginning of 2026, it's going to be small little steps, But as the year goes on, it's going to speed up, and we're going to go into that Knight of Wands Knight of Wands type energy. And it's going to be faster. Like, things are going to speed up throughout the year. And it's going to be stuff that we're passionate about. So it's going to be a major shift for humanity next year, is what I'm seeing, like major shift, but for the better, for the good. And I'm sorry if I stopped for a minute. There's something popped up on my computer on the screen, and I was like trying to read it, figure out, and I got it off the screen. But if I got silent and just stared, that's what was going on. Um, but yeah, I definitely think like 2026 is going to really be, I feel like this year in 25 was kind of the setup for it, and the groundwork was getting done, and the stuff going on in the background was getting done, and things that we don't know about, like the background stuff was going on. But in 26, it's going to be like, it's going to become more out in the open. Like, the things that have already been dealt with and handled will be up more out in the open. This information about dark side will come out more in the open. So it's like 26 is going to kind of take it from being more behind the scenes like it was in 25, into now it's more, out in the open of the general consciousness of the public, of the humanity. And it's going to make that shift. And then over the course of the year, we're going to be ending this cycle, and getting out of that overwhelmed, um, exhausted type energy as a collective. And then we're going to be going into this new, brand new, just starting, abundant type energy. But what's interesting too is that how it's going to start out small, like small little, like passionate new beginnings. But by the end of 26, it's going to be faster energy coming in, more coming in. So it looks like it's going to be really a big year of transformation, and, ending of the old, bringing in of the new. And at these pockets, I don't feel, I'm hearing, okay, I'm hearing it's nothing to be worried about. It's like, it's going to be little pockets, but it will fizzle out. it's going to fizzle out. Part of it is because of the changes in consciousness and vibration of humanity, because that's going to continue to rise. And when you're spiritually awakened and your heart is open, you have no desire for contention and aggression and hostility, because those are all lower vibrational energies. So you're not going to want to do that. You're not going to have any, it's like your whole outlook on everything changes, and you're not going to get sucked into that kind of that ego, lower vibrational type behaviors and energy. So that's going to kind of fade out. But I feel like it will be dealt with and it'll fade out. So it looks like it's going to be a big year for us, which is really exciting. So let me go ahead and do, I really like these Archangel cards. These are from Doreen Virtue. And I actually found them on one of my travels at a metaphysical store. And I was like, ooh, I'm going to grab those, because I know these are no longer in print, but it was a used deck that they were selling. And I was like, well, I'll snatch that up. So I like this. I like this deck. So let's see what Archangel Michael has to say for us as guidance. So for the year of 2026. So what guidance does Archangel Michael have for the collective? General collective for 2026. What guidance? I'm hearing pick 2 cards. Okay. I'm going to pick 2 cards. All right, first card and second card. Okay. And they mirror each other. All right, first card. God is in charge. Yep, and we talk about this a lot in the readings, that the divine has a plan and he is in charge, and that is very true. So God is in charge, and the prayer says, "Dear God, please help me let go of this situation, giving it in faith, trust to your divine wisdom and infinite love, in order to resolve and heal everything and everyone involved." So even if things get a little chaotic next year, because we got that 5 of Swords here, just remember that God is in charge. He's got a plan, he's got a divine plan, and it's being implemented. And everything's happening in the timing it's meant to, in the way it's meant to. So just remember that. And then the other one from Archangel Michael is lean on God and the angels for support. And I feel like that's more not, of a personal message to us as humanity. If we feel overwhelmed, if we're still feeling very overwhelmed, like him in this card, and exhausted, make sure you lean on them for support, because the archangels, the angels, higher dimensional beings, they're here to help us, divine, and they're all working with the divine. God's in charge, he has a plan, and they're assisting in that plan, right? So they're here to help us. And the prayer is, "Dear God and angels, I give you this depending on the situation you're dealing with, now and completely. I step out of the way and allow divine miracles to shine through everyone and everything involved." So lean on God and the angels for support, and God is in charge. So those are the 2 that I picked out, or that I pulled out for us as guidance. So even if it gets kind of little chaotic next year, and it gets a little rough at times, just keep that in mind, and just call on support, and it will happen, and they'll be there to support you. So really a great reading. I mean, it's like, I'm so glad that we're coming out of this energy and we're leaving this all behind, and it's like, we're starting into a new cycle, a new abundant cycle for humanity, and that's just really exciting. And it's going to be like abundance, like I'm seeing countries. So it's like abundant, like countries are going to have abundance like they've never had before. So it's going to be like abundance on a country level, on the global, worldwide level. But I'm also seeing it, people. So I'm seeing it, it's like trickling down. That abundance will trickle down into people's individual lives and personal lives. So it's like countries will do better, on that level globally. But then it's also going to affect people in their personal life in a positive way. And I keep hearing, uh, I'm hearing the shackles are being taken off, and I'm seeing like handcuffs falling, and of humanity, and a new day is dawning. Freedom is what I'm hearing. And when they say new day is dawning, I'm seeing like sun coming up like a sunrise coming up over a mountain. So really cool. So yeah, really a great reading for the collective for 2026. So I'm excited to see what happens as the year goes on. But that's what I have for everybody for the collective 2026 reading. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.